34, RNF to B park, runway 18 right, clear for takeoff. RNF to B park, clear takeoff, 18 right, American 77 Hello, state 17, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, line up and wait. Number 3735 as far as you get in. My name is good day, I'll play 3735. State 17, RNF to Laren, runway 18 right.
I think we are now on the air.
American 1430 DFW Tower.
You're watching Runway DFW
in front of you,
After Dark. And here's the thing. I've been broadcasting now for 35 minutes. We started right on time. My software showed that we were live, so I took that for granted. I saw messages coming in. I didn't see anybody indicating that we were not on the air. And so, but apparently we weren't on the air. And I dug into my settings and it said the connection to YouTube failed. And I had never, ever seen that happen before. So as I said, we were broadcasting and I was narrating, and we saw two 747s take off. We saw an A380 take off, but you didn't see it, and I didn't record it locally, so I apologize. Well, I have a lot of thank yous to give out, which I had done already, but you didn't see it. So, I've got to thank Doug Jackson for a $200 super chat. He says, a day without Walt is like a day without sunshine. Well, you almost didn't have me, but we figured it out. So thank you for that. Simon Oregon is a new Twin Jet member. Thank you, Simon. Mike Brewster presented us with a $2 super chat. Well, actually with two $2 super chats, along with a $1 super sticker. So I think, I'm not sure if we've caught up with everything yet. There's Luke saying, we're just glad everything is okay. And yes, everything is fine. But as I said, my software had never before presented me with but it didn't flash out on the screen said, this is not, you didn't make the connection. No, it indicated that we were connected to you. Everything, no, thank you for that lighting. My software indicated everything was good. It was going out. There were no dropped frames. We were A-OK. So, my apologies for that. Once again, that was something never before seen, never before experienced by me. So I won't dwell too much on that. We'll just keep going here. Flight 2003 American Airlines is what you're looking at there. It is going to Seattle in Washington State. It's an Airbus A321. We will, later in the broadcast, have our viewer photos segment. We didn't have a great many contributions today, but we got a couple.
Heavy at Bravo, cross runway 18 right, cross runway 18 left, ground 185 with the touch.
From one of our favorite people. We will once again bring you the Stamp Your Passport segment, which is very popular, which we didn't do on Tuesday night. I can't remember why. There you see Delta Flight 2873. It's an Airbus A320 going to Minneapolis, St. Paul, one of the Delta hubs. It's an older plane.
1992.
We would like to thank Anthony Guinan, who's been a TriJet member now for 34 months, just shy of 3 years. Thanks, Anthony. He says always a pleasure, and we are humbled by your long-term support of Runway DFW. Another American Eagle about to take flight. This would be the number 175 going to Monterrey, Mexico. Flight 3459. KMTX 78, one of our mods, with a $1 super chat. Thank you to you.
Take 680 tower, runway 13 right, clear the line.
Blue dress. I thought that was a shield. Thank you for being here as our newest mod. I see the Pittsburgh Don, also another mod. The Random Spotter is here as well. And look who's here as well. On a Friday morning from Sydney, Waz Radio. Hello to you, Warren. Warren is the voice of Runway DFW. You know, we hadn't even before we officially went on the air, I did not set up our show because we had an Atlas Air 747 going out right as I thought we were starting. I don't know if that has to do with the heat. As you can see, it's a little toasty out here, even after the sun goes down. And I gather we're still going to be, while Mrs. Runway DFW and I are on vacation, it's still going to be triple-digit days here in North Texas. I think it'll be a little cooler where we're off to.
Contact 666, taxi Alpha, Charlie to the ramp.
So, on tonight's presentation, we will have one A380 takeoff for you. That will be the Qantas A380, King of the Skies, giant flying roux. Be going out a little after 11 o'clock if everything goes according to Hoyle. Here goes that Delta flight to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Well, look who's here. It's Anna the dispatcher.
I was so worried about you that I got out of bed.
Oh, no. No. Oh. Anna said she was worried about me. My goodness.
5 minutes late.
Well, no, I've started at 7. Well, no, it was scheduled for 7:45.
Yes, but we didn't know that you were actually here.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew I was here. Why didn't anybody else know?
Well,
Golly. Well, I guess you can go back to bed now.
I'm out now.
Well, thank you, Anna, for your care and consideration.
I'm only 10 minutes away.
Okay. That's
It's
true.
not a big deal.
Well, if I were in bed, 10 minutes is still pretty, you know. That's United 2330. It's going to San Francisco. It's a MAX 9. That's the third MAX 9 we've seen tonight. I've never seen that many in one stretch. Now, I think the other two might have been on the pre-show, which was not widely available. Timgo84 says, I'm at a hotel in Grapevine. Not sure how you are doing it in this heat. It's brutal out there. Listen, if you are accustomed to this kind of weather, then it's no big deal. Lining up to take off is American 3232 to Phoenix, Arizona. This is an Airbus A321 Neo. Do you need a cold water? Let me get you one after this takes off. Or if you just want to go into my little zipper bag there on the step stool,
I can do that.
you can pull one out. Not being as gracious a host as I should have been, but
I have legs.
next up it is American 1266. 737-800 going to Cincinnati. Do the people who live in Cincinnati say Cincinnati? I don't know.
Yes.
They do?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I'm good. Cincinnati, Louisville, Miami, Los Angeles. So who else do I see in there? I see Cassie 1654. I see Sarah the Real Deal chatting it up. I see Michelle RS, one of our earliest supporters and a mod. And of course, Ann is here. Live mod. I don't know if you're modding, but it's hard to do with a phone.
It is kind of hard.
And Josh is here, Josh Aldridge from Oklahoma City. I grew up in the desert, he says. Even my sense of humor is dry. Kind of a late take on that one. Off to the Queen City, as they say. The home of where you can get a bowl of spaghetti with chili on it. Cincinnati.
2330 RNF to land, runway 18 right, clear for takeoff. RNF to land, clear for takeoff, runway 18 right.
Oh, look what we got coming in here. It's a Cessna Supercargo Master.
X066, departure unit. Departure.
1993.
This one's coming in from Abilene, Texas, with some packages to be distributed.
Frontier 1647 Tower RNF, depart runway 18 right, clear for takeoff.
Because it's not just a regular Cargo Master, it's a Super Cargo Master. So I think we're still on the air. Don says, Pittsburgh? Is that how you guys say it? Pittsburgh? No. Now, Rohit says, Anna the dispatcher dispatched herself to Founders Plaza. I hear some Wookiee noise. It is Frontier. Airbus A321neo, flight 1647 off to Las Vegas. Didn't really get a good look at the tail of that one. But if we had, it would have shown you Stuart, the red-billed streamer tail, which we've seen very recently. Speaking of water, I need a little water my own self. Well, I think I fixed the problem with our wide camera there. As far as when we were using it on Tuesday, it was just showing a sequence of stills. I think I got that figured out. American 3149 is going to Minneapolis, St. Paul. It's a 737-800.
Mike 648 Tower, runway 13 right, clear to land, wind 1709.
Try not to step on it. Anna the dispatcher pointing out a very large cricket next to my foot. Well, as long as it's a cricket, you know, if it was some other kind of scorpion. Yeah. Now we've got another Super Cargo Master coming in.
X3149, departure unit.
1996.
This one arriving from Wichita Falls, Texas, just to the northeast of here. It left that city, sorry, northwest of here, I should say. Left that city 44 minutes ago. I believe Backing out there, you see a UPS 757. That 757 is going to Chicago Rockford International Airport. And as it turns out, that's going to be our oldest plane that we've seen so far this evening.
26-3 RNF to Laird, runway 18 right, clear for takeoff.
1988.
Right, RNF to Laird, American.
38 years old as of this month.
648, use the high-speed Bravo, Charlie for the ramp this frequency. Sky 6421 tower, runway 18 right, line up point.
Sarah says, I think the humidity got me when I was here in July. Here's the Peacock A380. Hello, David. Good to see you from the future, where you are in Australia.
Air 24, correction, Sky West, 6421, RNF to B Park, runway 18 right, clear for takeoff. RNF, Park, runway 18 correction, 421.
I gotta do a little adjustment on my
Air 26-3, departure, good day.
on my tripod. Somebody was asking about email address. That is my email address, walt@runwaydfw.com. Very easy to remember. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, if you want to inquire about volunteering as a moderator, if you want to tell me why, ask me why the first 30 minutes of our broadcast wasn't on the air tonight, that's where to send it. So I think in the prelude to the live portion of our show, I did explain that.
Sky 6421, departure, good day.
Let me pull this up
Have a
here.
good one, Sky 6421.
I did explain that runway 18 left over there is closed. That's normally the takeoff runway. So what the airport is doing currently is 18 right, which is right in front of us, is being used as the takeoff runway. Takeoffs are to the south. We've got south float tonight. I haven't seen any arrivals on 18 right. Normally that's the arrivals runway among the two north-south runways on the west side, at least in South Flow. Well, and actually it's also the arrivals runway when we're in North Flow as well. But it has a different number. But all that being said, also 13 right is being used as an arrivals runway. We can't see runway 13 right from where we are because we are right over there at the top of 18 right. So there's your little guide to where we are tonight. And this elegant 757 is about to make a turn towards us. It will put on its headlights and will be blinded momentarily.
Alright, 2522, RNAV to Laird, runway 18 right, clear for takeoff. RNAV, Laird, runway 18 right, clear for takeoff, 945.
Soccer legends, we discussed this on Tuesday's show. American Airlines bringing back seatback screens after 9 years. Trying to, I guess, keep pace with the other two major U.S. airlines, United and Delta, both of which never gave up on that technology. That's going to be a multi-year process to accomplish that. I guess the thing American can say, though, is that theirs will be the most up-to-date as far as technology goes. With, I think they said they're promising 4K screens. But I have to say, I'd rather use my laptop or my iPad to connect to entertainment, as American does offer right now. Making the big turn on 18 right for takeoff to Chicago Rockford International Airport. It's a 757, so it's going to go up pretty quickly, we estimate.
Runway 18 right, let him wait.
Some dual engine glow there. Boy, my camera feels hot. Can't quite boil an egg on the back of it, but or fry an egg. Well, because it would slide right off, but you definitely keep something warm on there. Off goes a CRJ. It's American Eagle Flight 6222, headed for Grand Junction. CRJ 701ER.
Runway 18 right, so take off. Alright, RNAV to land runway 18 right, clear for takeoff on board 4176. What's the contact motion?
EVA Air Flight 50 from Taipei is on final approach to, looks like runway 17 center over on the east side. It's a 7879 Dreamliner. You may hear and now see an emergency vehicle. Fire truck. Let's see if we can, I think we've got another minute or two to make way for the Eva Air. Matthew Breckshot says, hey Walt, be aware of those fig beetles at LAX. Fig beetles? I don't think I've ever seen a fig beetle. I wouldn't even know one if I saw it.
Envoy 4173, contact departure. Over departure, Envoy 4173, see ya.
Thomas Moore CQ says, it's good that American is bringing back seat-back monitors, although I'm more interested in Southwest and Delta. May switch my One-World allegiance to Alaska. Well, you know, if it goes where you're going, I guess that's one thing. If it doesn't go where you're going, then that's another. Oops. I meant to stay on this shot because we're about to see Eva Air. There it is. Big Eva Air Dreamliner coming in from Taipei. There's a fire truck over there. Going in the parking lot? Looks like it is. Maybe there's some car problems. Arnier 6007 says the 757 was such a nice plane to fly on. I wish Boeing would have kept it in production. I think there's probably more than a few people who would agree with that. And of course, if you want to fly it, you can still find it available for flights on United and Delta, but not on American Airlines, so we almost never see a 757 passenger plane over here. There's that big X flashing. That is runway 18 left, and that means that it is closed to airplane traffic. Neil Smith says, good evening, Walt. It's good to be back with you. I'm tuning in from Picton in New South Wales, about 2 hours south of Sydney in the Southern Highlands. We're happy to see you here on a Friday for you. It's a little quiet here now. What do you say we look at our viewer photos for the evening? As I said earlier, we only got a couple tonight because we haven't had as many contributions, but if you have some photos you'd like to share with us, there's Anna right back there. If you have some photos you'd like to share with us here on Runway DFW, stay tuned because we'll let you know where to send them in. So let us stamp your passport, Kerchunk. No. You know what? I hit the wrong button. We'll do that later. We're going to do viewer photos now. Oh boy. This isn't my night. It's the eve of vacation. No wonder. Okay, viewer photos for this Thursday, August the 20th. And no? We saw that one. Viewer photos for August the 20th. I'm all messed up today. Both of them are from our friend 757 Chip, who was here with us on Tuesday night. And he was taking these with his new Sony RX, can't remember what the designation was. The newest Sony point-and-shoot ultra zoom camera. And there you see, well, let me take out our weather stripe there. It's Volaris, Airbus A320, taxiing to get into position for takeoff here. And yeah, you can see it's a nice, sharp camera. Chip seemed very pleased with it. He has one other picture, and that is of the American Airlines Stand Up to Cancer livery, which is also here on, these pictures are both taken on Tuesday when Chip was here with us. Stand Up to Cancer livery, which American Airlines has been flying for a number of years now. And so we thank Chip very much for testing his camera and sharing his results with us. And if you have some photos you'd like to share with us, our address is simple, walt@runwaydfw.com. Send me your best aviation-related photos that you would like to share, and we will share them in turn with our Runway DFW audience. Thanks so much. Here comes a Delta plane over the bridge. It's flight 948, it's going to Los Angeles. It's an Airbus A319. You doing okay over there? Still got enough water? Okay, good. When I said water, I felt the need to get a sip myself. We're at Founders Plaza, which is the official plane spotting location for DFW Airport. The airport supplies or provides this to us. It's free parking, picnic benches, but there are no facilities, however, so must take that into consideration. Roger, VK2VRK. Channel member says hello from New South Wales in Australia, and thank you to whoever gifted my membership. So Matthew Breckshot is reminding me about the green flying beetles that I swatted away one time. I do remember those now. I guess I put it out of my mind. That's American Flight 1202. It is going to McAllen, Texas, in Airbus A320. Seem to be making maximum use of the runway.
Right, 12 3 contact for departure good night, American 12
I'd like to thank Thomas Wells for a $2 super chat. Thomas, I thank you for that.
Delta 9, please, runway 18 right, line of flight, short voice, the conversion runway operation. Line of flight, 18 right, Delta 9.
XJP, I know about those. The problem is I can't leave. So can't eat or drink too much. There's that Delta plane, which I believe was going to LAX, an Airbus A319. Flight 948. PM2TB. Do you think United will ever go through with their A350-900 order and love the lives? Well, thank you for that. I don't have the answer to that. I don't know. United and Delta both have quite an assortment of aircraft. Much more variety, or somewhat more variety than American does. As far as the mainline planes on American, they've got the A319, A320, A321, the Boeing 737-800, the Boeing 777, and the Boeing 787. They don't have any A350s or A330s or A300s. American doesn't. So it seems like they don't have as much versatility to attack some international markets the way that United and Delta can with their varied fleets.
Brendan, 12 quickly RNAV, Florida, runway 18 right, take off. RNAV Lawrence, take off.
It's American 1223, it's going to FAT. Fresno, FAT is the designation for that airport. It's a 737-800.
Runway 35, runway 19 right, runway 18 right, runway 35.
We ever put our strap back in?
Runway 657 RNAV, Florence, runway 18 right, let's take off. RNAV to depart, runway 18 right, clear for takeoff on board, 35. Yeah, 6416, use the cat, runway 18 right, line of flight. 18 right, line of flight, 6416.
Well, it's just after 9 o'clock. Let us identify ourselves to all of our Runway DFW affiliated stations.
From Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, this is Runway DFW in color.
Well, it's 9:04 in Dallas, 11:04 a.m. in Seoul, 3:04 a.m. in London. And you're watching Runway DFW at, again, 9:04 p.m. I'm here. We have Anna the dispatcher right over there behind me, waving at you. It was so kind of her to come over. She came over because she was afraid something had happened to me because she thought I keeled over, but I didn't.
Which is a rational fear to have.
I guess it is in this.
Well,
it was so kind of her to come over to make sure that I was okay. Mrs. Runway DFW is calling me and saying, what is the signal? Where's it going? And I'm happily broadcasting and thinking everybody's watching because I'm seeing the messages, but I didn't understand that we weren't on the air.
Good day, all boys. 3570. 21 chat runway 18 line up, please have truck down. 148, 185, 1321.
Trying to see which our next plane will be. It's flight 1321, American Airlines going to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Airbus A321. I'd like to give thanks once again to our Quadjet channel member Doug Jackson, who contributed $200 in a super chat tonight. Thank you so much, Doug, for that, and also for your incredible donation of 50 Runway DFW gift memberships. So we have 50 new members. Thanks to Doug. This is our Runway DFW Vacation Eve show. We will not have a Saturday presentation this weekend because Mrs. Runway DFW and I will be traveling to a tropical isle. However, our executive producer has assured me that I'll be able to break away from our vacation time and visit with you from an island airport. So keep your notification bells engaged. Not sure what day of the week that will be next week. Could be Wednesday, could be Thursday. Destination of Los Angeles, American Flight 2931. And Airbus A321 is off.
Runway 3927 on F, park runway 18 right, clear takeoff. On FB, park 18 right, clear takeoff, runway 3927.
You can see the next plane, or you could hear the next plane got a clear for takeoff before this one even left the runway.
Runway 18 right, line up blue traffic underway.
So they're trying to keep that rhythm going. We do have 6 planes in line to take off. As we were watching that last plane go off, I saw Eva Air in the background, which we saw arrive 17 minutes ago. It's just now pulling into a gate down at Terminal D. I think we can catch the tail end of its tail there. No, I think we missed it. But we can see the gigantic tail of the flying Kangaroo Qantas Flight 8, the A380, which will be going out to Sydney later this evening, about 2 hours from now, we would guess. We are coming into view a Max 8, American 348 to Santa Ana, California. Or maybe it's not coming into view. Maybe it's already gone through our view. So we'll pick it up with camera 1 here. There we go. There you go. Max 8, Santa Ana, California. So Anna, who's right next to me, says, literally, I feel like I'm being fried. Well, you have an option. You can go in your air-conditioned car, right?
I could.
Well, I mean, and you can. I mean, I appreciate you standing there, but if you feel faint or something. I just looked down at the chat, saw that Travis Bowling made a comment which 2 of our mods were able to acknowledge. I did not because I didn't see it. I hope that our viewers can understand that sometimes, well, no, all the time, I don't see every comment. And it's nothing against the people who are watching. It's just that I can't do it. I can't do it all. I try. The Grinch, one of our Quadjet channel members, with a $5 super chat. Thank you, the Grinch. Had a rare sighting of an Atlas Air passenger 747 land here in Nashville this afternoon, bringing the Seattle Seahawks for their game on Sunday. That is rare. I think we've seen that plane once here, the Atlas Air, or an Atlas Air passenger plane. It's pretty cool to see. Here's Volaris. Off to Mexico City, Airbus A321neo, flight 801. Arizona Rail says, now time to play the guessing game. What island we're going to? St. Martin? I think our regular viewers who've been with us for a while probably know where we're going because we always go to the same place. But if you want to play a guessing game, that's good. This American Airlines 737-800 is going to Silao in Mexico, flight 2190. Here you see a UPS, I think it's a 757 getting ready to cross the runway. It came in from Miami on the east side of the airport. Waiting to cross 18 right. That was a 767. My error. That UPS plane. There it is. That came in from Miami 21 minutes ago. So it's been kind of slowly making its way over here from the east side to the west side, where it's got to find a place to unpack its goods. Here comes American 2709 to Palm Springs in California. It's a 737-800. Cassie says, welcome to Air Fryer, Texas. I guess if you were used to colder climes and you just spilled yourself out into this environment, you would probably be very uncomfortable. But as I said, if you're accustomed to this, as I have been over these last few weeks, certainly standing out here for hours at a time, it's hot, but it's fine. Better follow this along, hadn't I?
Bravo, full short runway 18 right.
So Anna's now sitting down, which is good. Let's see, is it still 100 degrees? Yeah. It says 103 there. It may be a degree or two lower than that. Who knows? Who's to say? We look over to the eastern sky and we see 3 planes in the sky. They look like they're right on top of each other, but I think that's an optical illusion. And here comes the UPS plane from Miami, flight 335, 767. 4-year-old plane with the chain link fence pattern on the grass there etched in by headlights of cars and the spotlights here at Founders Plaza. So yeah, this plane's been taxiing and or waiting for 25 minutes to finally make it over here. After a trip of a little more than probably about 2 hours and 40 minutes from Miami.
Runway 98, 60, 1712, runway 13 right there left.
Appears to be headed to the back 40 here. Going behind the Great Wall of DFW.
Takeoff 18 right, RNAV 1 American 1797. Check 66, Bravo, short runway 18 right.
And somebody called my name. It's an Airbus A321 going to Las Vegas. American flight 1797. Right here on Runway DFW. If you've just joined us, welcome. I think we're about to deploy our Stamp Your Passport segment. So get your typing fingers ready if you are a subscriber to the channel. That means you can participate in the chat, and that means you can tell us where you are, if you choose. Okay, so it's time to play Stamp Your Passport. Let me see if I can get this all set up here. And so Stamp Your Passport is a feature where it's an interactive feature of Runway DFW. We ask that you say hello from in the chat. So you say the words hello from, and then wherever you are. Hello from Dallas, Texas. Hello from London, England. Wherever you may be. And because we don't know where you are, we only know if you tell us. And that's entirely voluntary. We don't have any secret way of knowing where you are. So that's how it works. And then we put your name on a big map of the world. Let's see how it works here, shall we? So it's time to play Stamp Your Passport. And we need some stamping passport music, don't we? All right. Here's our map of the world, and we do have some participants already on there. Let's see who's with us tonight. Don't forget, you have to say hello from, such as hello from Hermitage, Tennessee. D Dreader is who that is. Dayjub 0425 from Canyon, Texas. Hello to you. Gray Ghost CV6 from Orlando, Florida, smack dab in the middle there. Visuals by Mo is all the way over in Doha, Qatar. we welcome you to our program tonight. A little closer to home, Larry Brown is in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. There's Larry. The Adventures of Nick and Nora, Quadjet members. Hello from Boise City, Texas. Braxel 1 is just to the west of us in Fort Worth. Ninja Lurker a little further to the west in Phoenix, Arizona. Want to get up and go ahead is in Nolan County, Texas. Hello to you. David and Sandy Resorts comes to us from the great Northwest, Shoreline, Washington. Detroit Bryans on the Gulf Coast of Texas in Corpus Christi. Quadjet member The Grinch is saying hello from Nashville, Tennessee. The Big Ron Bowski, also on the Texas Gulf Coast, this time in Port Isabel, Texas. Thomas Wells in Fort Lauderdale. Howdy to you. Thomas, did we get you on the map there? There we go. Noah Hickey is in Toledo, Ohio. Mel Plays comes to us from the Baton Rouge, Louisiana area. Jasper Saberwolf in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Our friend and channel member Hans Olav Mork is in... Come on. Oh, is that it? Did I go to Bergen, Norway? That's Bergen, Norway? Okay. Thanks, Hans. Did we get stuck? Are we stuck? I think we're stuck. Yeah, I think our map has gotten stuck. We haven't had that happen yet, but you know, it's hot, so perhaps that is a byproduct of heat. We'll try it again a little later. Thank you for your participation. We'll see if we can make that work later. All right. American 4034, American Eagle 4034, number 175 is going to Moline, Illinois. Let's take a look. We're about 90 minutes away from the big one, the Qantas A380, making its way back to Sydney. Hope you can stick around for the fun.
Position at Bravo, cross runway 18 right, cross runway 18 left, contact ground 500%. Runway 2034, contact first. Runway 4034, contact. First runway 4034.
Got a Frontier plane of San Francisco over there. Let's take this opportunity to introduce you to Kenai, the beluga whale, which is a glow on its tail of that Airbus A320 Neo. Flight 3999 going to San Francisco tonight. Waiting its turn. In the foreground, American 1636 to Portland, Oregon, and Airbus A321. If you're tardy in joining us tonight, or if you're just new, we welcome you, and letting you know there's only one north-south runway that's open here on the west side. We're looking at it. It's runway 18 right. Primarily departures. We may have an occasional arrival. I haven't seen any tonight. I think the last 2 nights we've been here, since they've closed 18 left for major reconstruction, I think we've only seen like 2 arrivals each time we've been here. 3 out of the 4 of them were wide-body cargo planes. American 2993 to Salt Lake City, and Airbus A321 is getting lined up now. Got no shortage of planes getting ready to take off here on the west side. I've got this UPS 767 taxiing out. It is UPS flight number 767. It's going to Louisville, and we're guessing it's going to go over to the east side for dispatch. It's a 6-year-old 767-300 cargo plane. We'll shift our lens over here. And pick up this Salt Lake City bound American Airlines plane that we saw lining up to take off.
Envoy 3990, keep down runway 18 right, line up boys. 18 right, line up boys, no more than
The Frontier plane is on its way. Once again, is going to San Francisco. The one with the whale.
Runway 3990 RNF, depart from runway 18 right, take off. Start 18 right, clear, take down 139. Runway 3960, keep turn down from runway 18 right, line up boys. 18 right, line up white, envoy 3960.
Wait, I'm sleeping on the couch tonight? Wait a minute.
Almost right now, 7 Lauren, runway 18 right, clear to take off. 7 Lauren, right, clear to take off on board 3957. Allow us to flight. Got runway 18 right, line of 40. 18 right, line of 40. 560.
So Hans said well, let's see here. Well, my messaging is not working. Where do we have Alaska going here to? It's a Max, Max 8 going to Seattle. Flight 550.
Runway 35, 41 on altitude, Lauren, runway 18 right, clear to take off. 41 right, 47, runway 18 right, line of 40. 64 long runway 20 right. Last second, contact port.
Those dispatchers are launching these planes like there's no tomorrow. We've got about 8 lined up for takeoff currently on 18 left. This is a Max 8, flight 364 to San Jose, California. American 364. American Eagle 3743 to Yuma, Arizona. Number 175. Yes, if you're monitoring the chat, we did have some. I had a technical issue when we start. I started the stream right on time. My device told me I was live, and I was going on my merry way, putting up messages from people as though they were watching. And, my device said its connection to YouTube had failed, but only after I looked at a technical page. It gave me every indication we were streaming. What are you gonna do? No. We're gonna get a rolling pin. Or a frying pan.
On the B Park, 1 right, clear to take off on board 3450. Runway 18 right, line up away. Line up away, runway 18 right, American runway.
Deborah Maniscalco notes that the temperature has taken a nosedive. Look at it, it's under 100 degrees now. I just bought some gloves the other day. It was an impulse buy at Costco. They were gloves that let you use them with touchscreen devices. I thought, well, that might come in handy someday. Not this week, but someday. It's American Flight 546. It's an Airbus A320. It is going to San Antonio, Texas. It's a 20th century plane.
1998.
I think the A320s, or some of them, are the oldest planes in American's fleet. We've seen a few that are previous century models. I guess they also have, American does a few older 777-200s, some of which date back to the 20th century. A few of the planes all lining up.
Heavy to sky runway 1, keep right, clear to land, tap full position. One edge right, staying in the rest of the system. Traffic is holding, we'll hold the position. Runway 4299, right up the lower, runway 18 right, just take out. Right up the lower, 18 right,
Rohit is advising me to pick up a helmet on the way home to avoid the wrath, or to withstand the wrath of my executive producer. There's no avoiding it. There is American Eagle 3365 to Wichita, Kansas, number 175.
local runway. Yeah, come 72.5 miles final, about 3 trucks, runway 18 right, and people taking Charlotte ramp. Attack, go to my right to the ramp.
Ethan Burton says we got a cargo lux on final for 18 right. Thank you, Ethan. Here it comes. Have to deduct some points for that landing because there's the tail, the vertical stabilizer was not illuminated. You're what?
I'm being chastised to go home.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been up since
2:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And I slept 3 hours last night.
Oh no. Yes, you must go home. Well, thank you again.
Chastised. I said, okay, fine, I'll go home.
Well, that's our friend Anna, the dispatcher over here. She's going to go home. I'm ordering you to go home.
Okay.
This is me ordering you to go home. Get some sleep. When do you have to be up early? Okay, good.
I will sleep in.
Sleeping in. Okay, good. So, thank you, Anna, for being my guardian angel tonight.
Anytime I'm not at work, if there's ever a problem.
Okay. Well, it turns out there was no problem except that you didn't know that I was okay. So,
Well, seriously, if you ever need anything, I'm literally only 10 minutes away.
thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. Anna, the dispatcher, mod, Quadjet channel member, friend of the channel. Always glad to see you. Thank you, Anna.
All right. See you next time.
There she goes. Up since 2:30 a.m. How did she do it? Yeah, she as she related to us earlier, Anna had been among our viewers who was wondering why I wasn't on the air. And as I explained, I had a technical problem which I was not aware of. And so she got in her car. She's 10 minutes away. She got in her car and drove down here to see if everything was okay. And so I'm humbled to think that she would do that. Thank you, Anna. It's American Airlines A319. This one's going to Omaha, Nebraska. Flight 2628. And this plane was built in the year 2000. Still got quite the backlog of planes over here to take off. There you see Turkish. We're gonna see Turkish tonight? No, it's going over to the east side. Thought we were going to get a Turkish takeoff over here tonight, but not to be the case. The Turkish A350-900 flight 192 to Istanbul is going over the bridge to the east side, and there it goes there. And that Turkish A350 is going to be followed across the bridge by American Flight 80 going to London Heathrow. That's a 777-300, another plane we won't see take off from our point of view. And there's the American wide-bodied jet. Visuals by Mo said, "Hey Walt, are there any runway closures at the moment?" Why, yes there is. And what we're talking about here as far as runway closures is 18 left. That runway is closed to traffic, and that's normally the departure runway. It's closed to traffic from now through next May as they rebuild the entire thing. So that's off limits for months. So what's happening tonight is that all the takeoffs are happening here on the west side on 18 right, which is right close to where we are at Founders Plaza. So they're taking off to the south. We do have some arrivals coming in on 13 right, and as you saw a few minutes ago, we do have the occasional arrival coming in on 18 right. We saw was it Atlas Air coming in? I think so. So that's the situation here. Of course, there's over on the east side, 17 right is a takeoff runway. 17 center and 17 left are both arrival runways. So there's a little more action over there than over here, but we can't really see what's happening on that side of the airfield. Time for me to get another SEP here. Hang on.
RNAV depart runway 18 right, just take off. RNAV depart 18 right, just take off.
So I started talking, and I forgot that my microphone had been, or I had turned off my microphone so I could sip some water without slurping on the air.
Runway 18 right, take off. Runway 18 right, about 94.
There's the waiting line, the queue.
Runway 18 right, line up, wait. 18 right, back to 1036.
Thank you to Alex Airside for a $10 super chat. We care about you all, too. We also want to see planes. Yes. In that order, I hope, but, you know, I understand. Roaring off to parts currently unknown by me, but I'll let you know there in a minute. There's that Cargolux that came in a few minutes ago. It's flight 1694, I can tell you that. Flight 1694 to San Diego, and Airbus A321. And right behind it, I think there was probably a time in aviation when you couldn't have planes take off that close to one another, simply because technology was not advanced enough to let you do that. This is flight 1036 to Kansas City, an Airbus A320.
Where are you parking? Local B, Delta Sierra Town. What's the spot is anything? Yeah, where are we going? Thomas, good evening. Victor Charlie Bravo. We are on the taxiway in Dallas and we don't have a parking position. Can you get some information for us?
This flight 2492 to Phoenix, Arizona. Airbus A321 Neo.
577, line up away. Here's some 577, line up away. Or 1 right here.
It is literally non-stop action here. It's an American Eagle CRJ 701ER. This one headed to Stillwater, Oklahoma. Pretty quick trip.
Cargo 66 Charlie Heavy at Kilo Cross, runway 18 right, full short of Charlie, and then we'll get word of see if we can find the stop
I think that Cargolux can now cross over. This one came in on the east side, this Cargolux. It's a 747-400, 22-year-old plane. Came in from Anchorage on the east side, and it's been patiently waiting to cross over a very busy 18 right on its way to its destination here on the west side cargo area.
We're also trying to get information on the parking, but it's going to take a little while, so if you're going to ask for our colleagues, we'll be really appreciated.
An American Airlines 737-800 to Denver, flight 577, is next to take off.
Go ahead, Tower. Where are you parking? We're going to Kilo 100. You're right on Echo, left on 2 Google for runway 18 right. Runway Echo, left on 2, hotel 1 and right, American local 315.
I agree, Cassie. Thank you to Anna. What? She's home already? She is close by. Well, good. We're glad you got home. Now get some rest. And that's an order from all of us. That's some people seeing engine glow.
Verify your full sort of Charlie now, and just verify local sort of Charlie.
So here goes the flight to Denver.
Clear for takeoff, runway right about 3136. At 2026, runway 18 right, man, please.
Oh yeah, and yet another hour has slipped by us here at Runway DFW.
577 departure clear. Go to ground 1.85.
This is Runway DFW After Dark.
Thank you, Warren Barnett. It's just after 10 p.m. here in the Central Time Zone. And we're so glad to have you watching Runway DFW with us. We are, we hope, about 1 hour away now from seeing the Qantas A380 Super Roo taking off for Sydney, or at least getting pushed back from Terminal D before it goes to Sydney. If you haven't seen that departure from this perspective, I hope you can stick around and watch, because it's really something to see.
Go 4823, contact departure. Connect.
I was just trying to diagnose another one of our problems here.
58 on the departure from when he breaks and take off. Okay, just fine. Line away from 18 right, I'm going 36 left.
I see somebody in the chat mentioning the OAG, the Official Airline Guide. I loved that publication. I've talked about it before here on Runway DFW. From the standpoint of me actually taking them home from the office when they expired. Because my TV station would have those official airline guides in case we needed to travel somewhere. And I think they came at the peak. They were coming out, like the domestic one anyway, would come out like every 2 weeks. And they were the size of a phone book. And for airline aficionados. It was like Nirvana. You could make your own. I would make imaginary connections to different places on the globe to see where you could get to and how you could get to them, because it listed every airline, every flight, told you what kind of plane it was. It was very cool. I wish I had kept one, but they're so big. I have to throw them away. Bubble Bean is a channel member watching with their dad in Edom, Texas. Oh, that's so nice. This is an E-Jet, number 175. American Eagle, number 3611, going to Lubbock, Texas. No, sorry, Abilene, Texas.
Local 3 Delta Sierra to make Delta Sierra. Go ahead for 3 Delta Sierra. I was going to see if you can get Charlie 5, but they get your company sitting there too. We'll switch because move them, I'll get you in there. Yeah,
we've got another UPS plane getting ready to push back.
Okay, I'll get you moving here as soon as your company comes up and ramps in. Runway 3611, contact departure. Departure runway 3611.
Not on the radar yet.
Level 3 Alpha Yankee, did you get Charlie 5 as well, or are you still waiting on Whiskey Kilo? We gotta go on doing Kilo 3 Alpha. Okay.
So we'll let you know when and where this is going as soon as we do.
American 509, turn right heading 190, runway 18 right, clear for takeoff.
Vince Bublaw. No, is that right? Vince Blueblaw says it's hot here in Alabama, but good grief. Still 99 here. Kenneth Guthrie, any possibility of doing a Saturday night live stream? Well, no, because we will not be here on Saturday night. We'll be in a different country if all things go well. And we will do a stream from there, but it'll be later next week. So please engage your notification bells. We'll have less output next week as Mrs. Runway DFW and I will be on vacation. But we will have a stream. An island stream for you. This is American Eagle 36. Sorry, American Eagle 3916 to Monterey, New Mexico. Monterey, Mexico, number 175.
Runway 3916, RNF Valerian, runway 18 right, clear for takeoff. RNF Valerian, 18 right, clear for takeoff, runway 3916.
I wonder if our map ever started working again. No, it did not. It just froze. So I'm going to have to turn that off so everybody who's who we already had on the map will now be gone, because we gotta. When I turn the map on again, it'll be blank, because I don't think it reestablishes. Well, let me see here. If I turn it on, and we go to the map, yeah, it's totally blank. So we'll go back to that in a little while once things quiet down here, and we'll try to reestablish things. American Eagle 3783 is going to Brownsville, Texas, at number 175. The plane we saw, the UPS plane we saw pushing back is headed to Chicago Rockford International Airport, so we should be seeing that take off on the west side, I think. To 767.
So the freedom of here, yeah, that company outbound at Charlie 5, but we're not talking to him. As soon as we get a hold of him, like, most likely get you in there. Might be just be a few more minutes, though. On with 3783, aren't at the Laren when they want to break the big up.
Aren't at the Laren, want to break this
We have here.
Ready 2047, get the tower when they want to break line up the way. 2047, line up at the way, 18 rest.
So now I'm all confused. We have two cargo Luxes down there, one in the foreground on the move. That's the one that came in earlier. Just a little while ago, actually 24 minutes ago. We've seen this happen before. It circled around past its past the place where it was going to park, and it looks as though that's because Singapore Airlines cargo flight 7951 to Brussels is pushing back, and perhaps it was not able to sneak into its spot because of that. Plus we have there's another, that other cargo Lux had come in also from Anchorage, but on the east side of the airport. So we have two cargo Luxes, cargo Luxi, waiting to find a parking space. And we've got Singapore Airlines cargo getting ready to push back, I think. And there is that UPS 767, flight 755 off to Chicago Rockford International Airport. So lots of cargo activity here for you on a Thursday night.
American 1273, DFW Tower, RNAV 2 Key Park, from the 18 right to take off.
Scott K, aka Pensy Planes, saying hello to everybody. We've got O'Malley in the house. Nick Spencer, LHR, says hello from London. Is that working? Is this working? Oh, it is working. There we go. So our map is working. I guess we had to reset it, so I apologize for that. So we'll go back to that as we can.
Here, 7 in position. As Zulu crosses from my 18 right, hold short of Charlie for now.
Pushing back at UPS headquarters, flight 755 to Chicago Rockford International Airport, a 767. 16-year-old airframe.
Bravo 3 Alpha Yankee is Zulu, cross runway 18 right, check to be a Charlie for ramp.
Looks like we're getting tails out on this one, so I don't know, it may be going out over to the east side. Don't know for sure.
Cargo list 287 Heavy, have you got where you're going to go yet? Cargo list 287 Heavy, I'm going to leave you right there until Singapore starts taxiing, and then I'll get you moving, okay? 796 park from the 18 right, clear takeoff.
We are looking there at American Flight 790 going to Colorado Springs at 737-800.
American 790, contact departure, good night.
This big 767 is about to take off to Chicago Rockford International Airport. UPS Flight 755.
UPS 755 Heavy, RNAV 2B park, runway 18 right, clear for takeoff. RNAV 2B park, we're clear for takeoff, 1 your right, UPS 755. American 9783 with Kilo cross runway 18 right, turn left on Echo, I'll have further. Cross 18 right with Kilo left on Echo, American 973. UPS 755 Heavy, contact departure. UPS 755 Heavy, we're switching today.
We're coming to you live and direct from DFW Founders Plaza, where even on this overheated Thursday night, we've got plenty of folks out here watching the action. And it's quieted down now here just a bit.
American 9783, hold short of taxiway Zulu. Hold short Zulu.
So let's see if we can do a little more stamp your passport, shall we? Now that it's working again, or at least as it appears to be working again. All right. Lots of people saying hello. Cindy Dominic is here with us from Winnipeg, north of the border. Hello to you and our Canadian friends. Jason HDFW is in Keller, Texas, almost within the sound of our voice. Snoop Dogg 62 is in Bellingham, Massachusetts. On the other side of the coast, it's our friend and moderator O'Malley, but for some reason our computer did not pick that up. But we say hello to O'Malley. Colby Stageberg is in Clovis, New Mexico. Ian Harvey saying hello to us from Brisbane in Australia. Feather Jansen, closer to home in Arizona, USA. Lorraine Cole checking in from Fishkill in New York, upstate New York, in the Finger Lakes area. Meredith Holmes is with us from Davis, California. Super 80 Adrian on the East Coast in Bronxville, New York. Hello, Adrian. See, did we get Scott? I think we got Scott in, well, I'm not sure we did. Hello from Landisville, Pennsylvania. Our moderator, Ken Schmidt. An island man in Honolulu, out there in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. John Gregory says our time bar is now has now lost it. I think you're right about that. Do we have to restart that? Things are going a little snafu tonight. Take that out. Try putting that back in again. Oh, there we go. Got the right time now. Yeah. Gremlins tonight. Spicy Presley, hello from Los Angeles. I know you, Spicy Presley. I know who you are. Airline Tracker USA, hello from Cedar Falls, Iowa. Chris Edens in Fort Collins, Colorado. Jorge Velez is in Keene, Texas. DW King of Mischief, hello from San Francisco. And Emeritus in College Station, Texas. Also in Texas, Bubble Bean 64 from Edom, Texas. Phil G. PG in the San Francisco metropolitan area in Berkeley. And so we've got Walk NW in Bellevue, Washington, along with Jesse Jager in Vernon, BC, up there in the Great White North. So thank you to everybody who's participated in Stamp Your Passport. If it's still working, a little later we'll go back to it and add in some more folks. Meanwhile, if you want to put your stamp on the passport while we're not even looking at it, you can still do that. Hello from your location is all you need to do in the chat. And we thank you for participating in this interactive activity here on Runway DFW. Well, while we're playing music, I think we need to say thank you to our channel members, as we do just about every time we're with you. Whenever we can get that accomplished with. So we're going to say thank you to our members. This list was prepared earlier today, so if you've become a new member since then, and I know we've got a lot of new members, thanks to Doug Jackson and other folks, you will be included in the next list, because it's not dynamically. I got to make this up every time we go on the air. So let us take that out. We'll put in this little clock. Let's see, it updates, yes. And it is now time for us to thank our members. As always, our list begins with our channel sponsor, Mr. James Webb. Thank you, James, for everything you have done to make Runway DFW what it is today. Thank you so much for that. Now we say thank you to our Runway DFW Quadjet members. This list prepared 8 a.m. this morning. And it begins with the name of 757 Chip, who provided us with some great photos earlier. Thank you, Chip. Thanks to Alan J., Alan Silva, Alaska Plane Spotter, Alex Airside, Angela Smith, Anna the Dispatcher, who came here in person tonight to make sure everything was okay. Thank you, Anna, again. Beaker and Honeydew, Becky England, Quadjet channel members, Beve, Bill Bunting, Brian D., Charlie Bowles, Charlie Otwell, Chris Harris, Christian Anderson, Christopher Bashford, Cineroll Aviation, Cloudy Sayers, Cubs Win, Darren Sorello, David Rutherford. Thanks to Quadjet members Deeg, Doug Jackson, thanks again for your tremendous support of Runway DFW. To Dronoki, Dwayne C., Eric Coupe, Ernesto Vasquez, Goose 032, Heckler 17. Thank you to Quadjet members Harrison Hoffman, Heavy Sink, Italian Airways, a new member of Quadjet, to James Webb, to Joanne Idings, John Lipman, John Gregory, our friend Josh Aldrich up in Oklahoma City, our pal Ken Schmidt out in the Pacific, Chaos Avgeek, Kyle Deegan, Lori M., Lucy Romero, M1 ZZKT. Thank you to Quadjet members Michael Flannery, Michelle RS, Mike G, official Weatherman Josh, Once Upon a Time, Only Planes Network. Our thanks to Quadjet members as well, Parker, Paul S1188, Pete Nordine, Payathon, Raina Taylor, Richard Hamby. Thank you to Rick Hoyler, Rick Zirk, Runway Collin County, S35 Bonanza Pilot, Sarah the Real Deal, Sean Bramlett, Skittles, Stephen Shorkey, Steve Lundaby, Texas Girl, The Adventures of Nick and Nora, The Grinch, The Random Spotter, Luke, thank you, Luke. Tim Arnold Plays, TNT Oh My, Will Hutchison, and those are our Quadjet channel members. And we will now look at the names of the Trijet and Twinjet members go by, but we've got a plane to take a look at, specifically Singapore Airlines Cargo Flight 7951 to Brussels, which regrettably for us headed over the bridge to the east side. can't win them all.
American 1371, contact Spark City. That's hard to American 1371.
Well, the second of the two Cargolux planes finally headed over to its parking space. Both the Cargolux planes came in from Anchorage, one on the east side, one on the west side.
4037, RNAV B Park, from my 1 exit takeoff. RNAV B Park, clear for takeoff, 1 exit takeoff, 4030.
And there is a 757. It's flight 761 to Ontario, California, UPS. Did I say 767? 4-year-old plane. Aunt G says, hello everyone, I'm joining late but still on time for the Super Rude departure. Yes, you are. Deborah Maniscalco, the Mods Rock final case closed. Mike S. says, hey Walt, thank you again for the stickers from earlier this evening. You are welcome. Yeah, the only way to get stickers is here in person. We don't have a way to do them remotely. Not yet anyway. Eyeglass Lady says, hello. Walt, hello to you. Logan Lytle wants to know how I am tonight. Well, we didn't have the best start, but we're cooking now, I think. Deborah Maniscalco says the aviation channels should come with a warning. Highly addictive. Maybe we'll have to add that on. Let's do a fancy transition. To a Frontier plane taking off. Senior bus A321. This is going to Phoenix, Arizona. Flight 2531. That Frontier flight, we didn't get to see it, had Luna and Lily the Wolves on the tail. Here comes the 767 about to flash its headlight at us. Right? Am I right? Thank you, Mark. Says it's not how you start. It's how you finish. Actually, I think I misidentified this plane. 757. From the year 1995. Got a 767 coming in at right angles. So this is going to Louisville. And right behind it, it's a parade. That's a 767 going to Ontario, California. Ooh, turn and burn. Turn and burn to Louisville. Good plane, says Eyeglass Lady. I think a lot of people agree with that. And Luke says 757 on a mission to rocket out of here. Let's see what it does. Just check that 747 to Brussels, that Cargolux cargo. Not yet taken off on the east side. See if we can pick that up. It's possible you might see in the distance, a FedEx 767 taking off from Indianapolis over on the east side. I think it's probably a little behind this plane.
RNAV to land, for takeoff 1 feet right, American 2371. Alpha 35 feet down, you can cover the running right line of point. Contact departure 126.47.
There's the FedEx plane. Would have been cool if they were in the same shop, but it didn't work out. We do have another wide body getting ready to take off on the east side, which will be American Flight 130 to Venice, where our friend and colleague Patrick of Reverse Ops has recently broadcast from. More recently from Rome. So if you want to follow along with his adventures, check out the Reverse Ops channel here on YouTube, part of the Code Share crew. So the flight to Venice, a 787-9 Dreamliner. I think we're going to see this here in a sec. As we continue to thank our Runway DFW viewers, I think we're now on the twin jet members. Thank you to you. We've only got one UPS plane left at the depot tonight. That's not one of them there. That's one that's headed out in the foreground. Still waiting on the flight to Venice. Okay, here goes the flight to Venice. Let's see what we can see. Taking off on the east side, so we can't see it rolling on the runway. But we should see it. I'm going to guess it'll go behind the central tower there. No, it took off a little earlier than that. Buongiorno. It's a new route for American Airlines this summer from here to Venice. I think it's a seasonal route, so I don't think it'll continue into the winter, but it may be wrong. I think I was off on that, wasn't I? Well, here we go with the flight 761 to Ontario, 767 cargo.
Onboard 46, stand by departure.
So right after this takes off, we should be able to see the Singapore Airlines Cargo 747 headed to Brussels over on the east side. Then we're just about, 15, 20 minutes away from the scheduled departure of Qantas Flight 8 to Sydney, the Airbus A380. Place your bets as to when that thing will take off. All right, time for the 747 departure. This is, once again, Singapore Airlines Cargo Flight 7951 to Brussels. 747-400, a plane that's 24 years old. There's a message from my daughter, who I'm going to be picking up tomorrow morning, taking her to the train, taking my grandson to school very early tomorrow morning. So, yes, I'll see you then. I'll try not to stay up too late, but we've got to bring people to planes, you know. All right, here goes the 747. And Mason, if you're still up, go to bed. Love, Grandpa. There goes the Queen of the Skies.
Runway 3702, contact departure DFW. Over departure.
Melikar Junpin sent us a, I don't know what that was, but thank you for that. Now this is working again. John Gregory, 4 is greater than 2. Yes. Yes, indeed it is. Oh, I think I'm almost ready for another drink of water. So while I do that, we will favor you. If I can get it in focus here. A view of our celestial neighbor. Stand by. There we go. So I'm going to have a drink. You can observe the moon. Oh, good. Mason is asleep. My grandson. Very good. I was a little worried. See you in the morning. Craig Russell wishes he was in Anchorage, Alaska, where it's 55 degrees right now. I can't even imagine 55 degrees. It seems inconceivable. Wow, the Peacock A380 telling Meredith that their hottest day in Sydney last summer was 44 degrees Celsius, 113 Fahrenheit. I don't think we've hit 113 yet here in North Texas. Whew, that's a lot. Okay, we have now presented all of our Runway DFW viewers as of 8 a.m. this morning, or all of our members, rather. Thank you very much to each of you for your support of Runway DFW. And we'll put away we'll tuck away our music for next time. See if we get the right time on the stripe there. Yes. Okay, down to 95 degrees. Very nice. Well, let's check in now. On our friend Qantas Flight 8. There it is at Terminal D. It is now 5 minutes away from its scheduled departure time. Let's see if we have an update on that. Estimated departure time is 11:26, so that puts it about 30 minutes behind schedule. So, got a little bit of waiting to do. Razorback says DHL is on the radar and has pushed back. Now, you have to be careful about that one, and here's why. It usually appears on the radar very early. Tonight, well, yeah, it has now pushed back, so yes, you are correct. Tonight, regrettably, we do not get the DHL condiment livery, but we do get something special, the all-white livery. 767-300 going to Cincinnati. It is from this picture I'm seeing here on flight radar. It seems to be totally unmarked except for a very tiny registration number on the rear of the fuselage. So we should see that in a minute. It'll show up very nicely here in the evening.
Good evening, Envoy 3537. Envoy 3537, runway 18 right, minus weight. Minus weight, 18 right, Envoy 35.
This is about the time of night when some planes sneak in on 18 right, but I don't see any in the immediate vicinity.
Envoy 3537, RNAV, UP Park, runway 18 right, clear takeoff. Surface takeoff, 18 right, RNAV, Park, Envoy 3537.
Did I miss this earlier? A new member, Kenneth Guthrie, has joined in on Twin Jet. Thank you, Kenneth, for your support of Runway DFW. And Malakar Junipin sent a goat trophy. So thank you for that. We got American Eagle Flight 3537 going out to Fort Smith. It's number 175. We'll pull back here just a little bit and we'll follow it along. We have a number of children out here now running around. Well, some of them look a little too young to have started school. That's an American Eagle CRJ 701ER. Is it? Yes. Bound for Amarillo, Texas. It's not Oma, it's Emma. kids hanging around.
Go 6216, RNAV to depart from the 18 right, clear takeoff. 18 right, clear takeoff, RNAV depart, go.
So here comes the ghost plane. ABX flight 102 to Cincinnati, 767 freighter. And it's a 20th century plane, celebrating its 32nd birthday this month. Hello.
Hey, I just wanted to have immediate DFW tower, please be ready upon reaching.
So when this turns, we'll be blinded by its lack of color. Now, there was one night recently when this plane just made a turn.
Hey, I just wanted to have immediate DFW tower, you ready?
And I think it may do it again.
NS10 Heavy, RNAV depart from my 18 right, intersection 8, just take off.
Yeah, it's going to turn, make a U-turn and take off on 18 right on the short T. There you go. There you go, the generic 767. Should be making another right turn here onto 18 right and then just head off to Cincinnati. Unless I'm mistaken. Oh, maybe not. So yeah, that's about a quarter of the way down this 13,000 plus foot runway. So it's got plenty of room to do that without coming all the way up here.
American 446, DFW tower, runway 18 right, with the Golf on the plate, cockpit, turbo 3, departure, heavy Boeing 767. Runway 18 right, with the Golf 446, half traffic.
And we wish you safe travels to the Queen City.
Contact Pro 2, contact departure connect. Over departure,
Moving into position. Destination San Francisco, an Airbus A321, American Airlines, flight number 446.
Runway 18 right to take off.
Runway layering, clear for takeoff, 20 right, next 446.
Figure 1926, tower right, 20 right, line of way.
Line of way, 20 right, American 1926.
I don't think I saw this one. A $20 super chat from Once Upon a Time, one of our Quadjet channel members, saying good evening, and I thank you so much for that. Qantas still in dock at Terminal D.
American 1927, RNAV, give me park, runway 18 right, let's take off.
Let's take off, 20 right, line up, mark, 27.
American 446, contact departure connect.
It's one of those very illuminated operations vehicles.
Envoy 40, 50, 60, tower runway 18 right, line of way. 18
I
right,
think that's
line
the
of way,
Stand Up to Cancer livery? Yes. We saw that here on Tuesday night. In fact, that was one of the photographs that 757 Chip shared with us of the Stand Up to Cancer American Airlines livery. This is headed out to Denver, flight 1927, Airbus A321.
Runway 18 right, clear to take off.
RNAV layering, 18 right, clear for takeoff for Envoy 40.
American 1927, contact departure connect.
And we've got an Embraer 175 to Lubbock, about ready to take off here. This is American Eagle Flight 4056.
Envoy 4056, contact departure connect.
You have a wonderful evening, sir.
And so we're back on Qantas watch now. Flight 8 to Sydney, about 25 minutes away, according to the last update I saw. So, to kill some time here on Runway DFW. Let's do a little more stamping of the passports here, shall we? Where we ask you to say hello from in the chat with your location, and we can pinpoint you, or not pinpoint you, but kind of give a general view of where you might be located. So let's see who's here. Oh, we've got a $1 super chat from Justin Chung. Thank you, Justin. Kenneth Guthrie talking about that DHL or that ABX airplane we saw. The DHL specific assignment branding arrangement for this airframe changed, while ABX retained the airplane and can still use it to fly DHL cargo. Keeping it white also gives ABX flexibility. So thank you for that explanation by Kenneth Guthrie. Appreciate that. Kelly V says, did 1-8 left fully closed, or is it still just short? I haven't been keeping up. Yes, it is fully closed until the month of May. That's our information. I guess they could open it sooner if they get the work done, but they're rebuilding it entirely. So let's see. We've got some more check-ins. Our newest moderator, Rohit Parkal, says hello from Flowood, Mississippi. Cassie 1654 is saying hello from Fort Lauderdale in Florida. On the other coast, Aunt G is in Newport Beach, California. We're glad to see you. Errant 1902 Arise is in Pittsburgh, Texas. Also in Texas, not too far from us, Kenneth Guthrie. Cam the Fisherman saying hello from Missouri. Hello, Cam. Airline Tracker USA is in Cedar Falls, Iowa. So much money in a rich man's world is on N598NN. We pushed back. Well, we'll keep an eye out for you. Nikki Gary saying hello from Fruitland, Oregon. Arizona Rails is in Phoenix, Arizona. Sarah Human is in Appleton, Wisconsin. Don Greenway in Farmersville, Texas. Hello to you. Ken Boschwitz in Minneapolis. And hello to O'Malley up there in Ashford, Washington. And O'Malley, once again, for some reason, our database is not resolving Ashford. I don't know why. Is that a real place? Must be. We have a takeoff here. It's flight 1580. 737-800 off to Tucson, Arizona. Trying to keep you up with all of the aviation action here on the west side of DFW Airport. And once again, this is our final show before vacation. So we will not be with you on Saturday unless we do something special. So keep your notification bells on, but we will be bringing you a live broadcast from a Caribbean island airport next week. All right, back to our map. Emil Panja saying hello from Montreal, Canada, and the salute. Unfortunately, our parser is not bilingual, so we say hello to you in Montreal, but we couldn't put you on the map. Ben and Lauren, not too far from us in Aubrey, Texas. Hello to you. Pink XOXO from Irving, Texas. Mike S. is in Fort Worth, Texas. Orlando Churian is in Aledo, Texas. Rohit asks, is Ashford a ghost town to O'Malley? We don't know. Maybe give us the nearest real town. I don't know. Let's see, did we have someone in France checking in? I think we got well, maybe we didn't. New Mexico Taco from Carlsbad, New Mexico. Trumpet 5565 from Center, Texas, in Shelby County. Guess we found you. J Val is in Monroe, North Carolina. So that's just some of the folks who are watching us tonight. Thank you for watching. Back to the aviation. Quick check on... Oh, look at that. What luck. At 11:11, Qantas Flight 8 is pushing back. It's the A380. It'll be on its way to Sydney shortly, and we'll get to see it take off from here on 18 right. It's a spectacular scene. And just a heads up that we'll have Chatstravaganza for you after we watch the A380 take off. Chatstravaganza, where I pack up, you watch me, we play music, and you can chat amongst yourselves. Look at this, we've got an arrival on 18 right, our first one of the evening. No, our second one of the evening.
Go 4956, get to tower, runway 18 right, minus point.
Arriving from Santa Ana, California, Max 8, American 3223. Kind of miss arrivals. So runway 18 right, doing double duty tonight. Mostly takeoffs, but also some arrivals. This American Eagle, CRJ 701ER. Going to San Angelo, Texas, flight 4956.
Number 3693, get to tower, 18 right, minus point. 20 right, line point, 3600. 3223 at Bravo.
So if you've been waiting for an A380 takeoff, we should have one coming up within the next 10 minutes. So stick around.
Number 3693 on FB Park, 18 right, clear takeoff. FB Park, 18 right, clear takeoff on the way, 3600.
There's another American Eagle flight, this one an Embraer 175. Its destination pointer is set to Bentonville, Arkansas. The number 175, flight 3693. Bentonville, of course, as we all know, is the home of Walmart. It's a company town.
Clear for takeoff, 18 right, RDF, cleared for mission.
Bentonville is a very nice airport for such a small town, as outlined recently by Noel Phillips on his channel. He made a visit over there. We have a 737-800 going to El Paso, American 1607. Look what we got over here. We've got the American Airlines flagship livery. A little hard to make out, but that's it. I think that's flight 80 to London. Let me see. Not on the radar. I believe that's flight 80. Just pushing back from Terminal D. Got its tail nice and lit up. We need some lights on this side of the plane to get a good look at it. If we were on the other side, we'd be all lit up by the terminal. But between where we are and where that is, it's just a sea of darkness. Moving into position now, we've got 5 planes which are getting ready to take off. Looks like the first of them will be this Embraer 175 American Eagle 3349. It is going to Waco, Texas. Brief flight, just about a half hour. Glenn McGuire says, I didn't mean to go way up there, but Glenn McGuire saying hello from Edinburgh, Scotland. Welcome to you. Kathy Shaw says, is sleepy, but has a plane spotting addiction. There should be a 1-800 hotline for that, shouldn't there?
Excellent, way right, 225.
Yeah, Ron, we've been keeping track of Qantas Flight 8. It is pushed back. In fact, I think we documented it as pushing back at 11:11. So it's been on the move now for 8 minutes or so. place to watch the Qantas A380 take off. Another reminder that in addition to some extracurricular activity here on the channel next next month in September we're going to be busy. We'll be headed off to Los Angeles first on the 18th, Friday the 18th, for Cranky Dork Fest weekend festivities. On the 20th, tentatively, we've got a plan afoot to bring you a live broadcast from LAX. On the 20th, which is a Sunday, I'll be getting on a Asiana A350 to go to Seoul, Korea. That'll be late Sunday night, and then I won't get there until Tuesday morning, Seoul time. And then we'll have several days of broadcasting from Incheon International Airport, which is always fun. We've been doing that for the last 2 years. This will be our third year in a row. We've got a great place from which to bring you all the action, so I hope you can circle your calendars for that week and weekend. And then after a few days at Incheon, we will be going into Seoul. We may not do any more plane spotting. I don't know if we will. Another arrival here. We may pop over to Gimpo Airport. As we watch Frontier 2564 come in on 18 right from Los Angeles in Airbus A321. With Buck the Pronghorn livery on that on the tail. And here comes the King of the Sky. In the background there is the new DFW Terminal F, the first phase of which, with 13 gates, is scheduled to open next year. Terminal F will be all American Airlines. When it's completely done, it'll have 31 gates.
2734 and MC Park from runway right to takeoff.
Oh, now the Peacock A380 comes to us with this disclaimer.
18 right, line up right on board 40.
Your friendly customer service announcement advising that plane spotting live streams may become addictive and that Runway DFW, nor the moderators or fellow viewers, bear no responsibility for the consequences. Thank you for that, David. American Flight 2734 to Oklahoma City, the home of our friend Josh Aldrich, is rolling. 737-800, did I say that? Flight 2734.
Lucy 5434 up to hold short of Echo. Up to hold short Echo, 3434.
There's American Eagle 4062. This one headed to Wichita Falls, Texas on an Embraer 175 LR.
Envoy 4062, turn right, heading 190, runway 18 right, clear for takeoff.
190, 18 right, clear for takeoff, Envoy 4062.
2564, desire 18 right, line up wait. 18 right, line up and wait, American 25. 254, 34, thank you, echo,
Thank you so much, David. Means a lot. I look forward to seeing you and Tate next month in Los Angeles. Coming into view, American 2564 to Albuquerque, New Mexico, 737 800.
Super tower, thank you. Envoy 4062, heading 190, contact departure connection.
190, departure, Envoy 4062, good night.
Jessica Rhoda says, is one of the UPS planes going to fly? There's only one UPS plane left, and I don't see any indication that it's going out tonight. So I think we have exhausted our supply of UPS action. You can rewind this presentation, and you can see a bunch of them going out. Texas Razorback, is that right? The Subaru took off at 11:15 last night? That was it's very early. It's like on time. There you can see the American Airlines flagship livery. This is going over the bridge to the east side. It's flight 78 to London. I had the wrong flight number earlier. It's a 777-300ER as a Frontier plane with a turtle. Or is it a tortoise? Mojave, the desert tortoise is what we're seeing there. Kind of blocking our view of the flagship.
Frontier 3885, RNAV 2 Laren, runway 18 right, clear takeoff.
There it goes.
Blue 35434, runway 18 right, line of flight.
18 right, line of flight, 364, 34.
Kirksney says, ICN, Incheon Airport in Seoul is a lovely airport. Love Korea, although I may be biased as a Korean American. No, it is a lovely airport. The cool thing is, compared to a lot of American airports, I mean, they have security, but ahead of security,
up the runway, you know roughly what terminal it'll be.
on the unsecure side, there's so much to see and do and eat. They have a lot of shops and restaurants, unlike a lot of American airports where you've got to get through security to get to anything. Here we see Cathay Pacific going to Hong Kong, and it's going to take off here on 18 right, so we got a little bonus ahead of the A380. This is an A350-1000. Flight 875 going to Hong Kong.
Blue 65434, RNAV 2 Laren, runway 18 right, clear takeoff.
RNAV 2 Laren, 18 right, clear takeoff, Blue 6434.
American 1913.
So that's nice to see.
Figured out, or do you want me to start moving in? We've got D36 over here. Take Delta 36.
And here comes the big A380.
1937 left on the runway 18 right. Taxi south to the left further to the left on 18 right.
Very nicely lit up tonight.
American 1930, further assistance from us for medical if you need or anything.
Thanks for that. Sure.
American 1913, make a left turn at Yankee and taxi via Echo. Whiskey Kilo, hold short of runway 18 left.
Echo, Kilo, short of 180 left.
American 1913, taxi via Yankee, Echo, and then Whiskey Kilo.
Sorry, Yankee, Echo, Whiskey Kilo, short of 1 left.
5434, contact departure.
5344.
224 DFW Tower, traffic on the runway taxiing only, no exiting momentarily, runway 18 right, line up away.
Alright, line up away.
Of course, this big plane still has to make a U-turn before it can jet off to Sydney. This is a 17-year-old A380. About to head to Sydney on a 8,500-mile trip, which takes about 16 hours betwixt here and there. But before that happens, we've got at least a couple other planes. Right there is American 624. It's an Airbus A321, the little tiny brother of the A380.
American 624, RNAV to Laren, runway 18 right, clip takeoff.
Alright, clip takeoff, 18 right, RNAV Laren.
Going to Las Vegas.
Cafe 875 Heavy, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, kind of plane.
So it looks like Cathay will be next. The A350 1000.
875 Heavy, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, kind of plane. 18 right, low cost, runway 18 left, contact ground 45, let her know the situation. Medicine.
When you go across 18 left, contact.
Cafe 875 Heavy, RNAV 2 depart, runway 18 right, clip takeoff.
RNAV 2 off, runway 18 right.
Don't trust the runway, single departure, single phone current, the altimeter 996. 624, contact departure, United. Louis 5275, DFW Tower, good evening, talk about Turbo Heavy Airbus departure roll, runway 18 right, line up flight. Cafe 875 Heavy, contact departure 126.47.
1875, something.
Port 111, are you on tower?
111, 111.
Port 111, just a heads up, sequence coming number 3418, right?
111, roger.
Jim Rockford says they spotted a deer at the DFW south end on Tuesday rather.
American 2516, Houston Tower, runway 18 right, line of
Well, they wouldn't want to take off from our backyard. We usually have between 15 and 17 deer out back there waiting for feeding time, which Mrs. Runway DFW takes care of that and making sure they have plenty of water.
Super, join the Whiskey Golf or Whiskey Foxtrot. Your discretion, hold short of runway 18 right.
Contact Whiskey Foxtrot, hold short of runway 18 right, contact Super.
Booster 5275, heading 190, contact departure, good night.
Departure.
Dun, dun, dun. American versus Qantas.
American 2568, Arnaz to Laren, runway 18 right, just take off.
Arnaz to Laren, Super, take off, 18 right, American 25.
Contact Super, runway 18 right, line of flight.
Arnaz to white, 18 right, contact Super.
About to make a big turn towards us.
American 2568, contact departure.
Or departure.
Runway 40, DFW Dark, Whiskey Kilo, cross 18 right, and then Charlie over. Qantas 82 for contact departure.
Qantas 82, that's
4111 will show runway 18 right closed.
18 right closed, 4111.
Well, you heard it. 18 right is closed. They've got to do an inspection after the Qantas A380 leaves because its wingspan exceeds the width of the paved runway, and it has the potential with those outboard engines to do some inadvertent damage to signage and lighting along the runway. So they like to close down the runway temporarily to make sure that there's no debris, nothing has been damaged. So safe travels to Sydney for the A380. And make sure there's nothing coming in that we need to be aware of. I don't see anything. So I'm going to say, I'm going to make the executive decision to go on vacation. Well, I'm not really on vacation until tomorrow, or until after tomorrow, because I got a full day of work tomorrow. But we'll be traveling, Mrs. Runway DFW and I, coming up in the next week. So for a week we'll be out of town, but we will have at least one live broadcast from an airport in the Caribbean. You know where it is, the Cayman Islands, yes. So we'll be in Grand Cayman, bringing you live coverage. Probably Wednesday or Thursday, but keep your notification bells engaged in case that changes up due to weather or other factors that cannot be prognosticated at this moment. I would like to thank you for watching tonight. Thank you especially to our Quad Jet channel members and our Tri-Jet and our Twin Jet channel members, to our Runway DFW Moderation Federation, and our newest mod, Rohit Parkal. Thank you for being with us tonight, along with all the others. Big thanks to James Webb, our channel sponsor, and everybody who just watched tonight. We invite you to become a subscriber. It's free, and that lets you participate in the chat. And again, coming up in just a minute or two, we're going to have Chat Stravaganza, where you can chat amongst yourselves. Your chat will appear on the screen. We will play music, and you can watch me pack up. Isn't that exciting? Chat Stravaganza coming up here on Runway DFW. So that's it for us. We are going to do our credits, and then we will do Chat Stravaganza. So happy contrails to you until we meet again, and we'll see you for our next presentation somewhere in the Caribbean. Happy contrails to you until we meet once again in the coming days.
3727 is ground second vehicle, correct? Bravo 3 Alpha Hotel, you're going to Whiskey Kilo. Bravo 3 Alpha Hotel, taxi Hotel Yankee. Yankee. Foxtrot. And Whiskey Kilo. Hold short of runway 185. One of them, bud. 20 right is open. Okay, thanks. And we'll get back to you with Echo here. We're going to see how many arrivals they have coming in, and we'll be back with you with that one. Roger, thank you.
This is Warren Barnett speaking for Runway DFW, a Runway DFW production, all rights reserved.
Okay, sorry, 5 from Heavy DFW ground. You have native uniform. Frontier 1341, give way to a heavy outbound at 142 ramp. Someone there, wait for them to let you, please. Charlie 51 uniform heavy, give way to 1 at Golf, then runway 187 right, next to Golf 15, contact ground 165. Yep, the Frontier is waiting on you. Alpha Hotel at Whiskey Kilo, cross from the 18 left, cross from the 18 right, and then turn into the ramp. Port 111 pass. Port 111 will show Echo close between Echo 5 and Whiskey Mike, as well as Echo 6. Alright, copy that. Thank you.
Kilo, you cross runway 18 left and runway 18 right, Charlie depart.
Well, that about wraps it up from here at DFW Airport Founders Plaza. Thanks for watching. For you stragglers who kind of hung out with us through the whole chat extravaganza business. Pardon the top of my head while I switch things off here. Happy Friday if you're in the Central Time Zone. We will be back with you sometime next week from our vacation spot. So I hope to share some of that with you. And thanks again to our mods, to James Webb, our channel sponsor, to all of our channel members, to our subscribers, and to you if you're a new viewer. I hope you liked what you saw, and if you did, maybe give us a thumbs up. Maybe. I hope so. Anyway, that's it. We'll see you soon on Runway DFW.